Woo! Okay, so hopefully we got that blue screen of death right out of the way. That was nice. Calamari. Oh god. If only I was actually from New York. Should get my brother to come up on stream sometime. That'd be funny. He's been living in Brooklyn for about oh god, it's been almost 10 years now. All right, so as if it wasn't obvious already, we are playing through the Dream Eaters today. After a bit of frustration with Monday's stream, I've decided to go ahead and build a couple of decks to play through both sides of the Dream Eater. So why don't we go ahead and take a quick look here at my Sefina deck. Okay, so as you can see here, it's a pretty standard affair of events that we have for Sefina, things like Word of Protection and Deny Existence to help combat the encounter deck, and then we have resource generation and resource compression with things like Uncage the Soul, Emergency Cache, and Lone Wolf. We have Clue Gathering Tech with Drawn to the Flame and Intel Report. And then as far as enemy management goes, we're using both Shriveling and Mists of Relia in tandem with Storm of Spirits. Storm of Spirits is particularly good in this campaign as it can deal with swarming enemies very efficiently. We also included one copy of Decoy as well. This is another pretty useful card. Evasion, it tends to be pretty good in the Dream Eaters. Yes, yeah, we're back. I know, friggin' blue screen of death right at the beginning there. I think it might be, I think my computer might have issues with the RAM that I installed last week, which is kind of annoying. So I might have to check it out in the BIOS. Yes, that is true. She can take Charon's Obol. That's very true. I don't. I mean. Yeah, I mean, it's plugged in. It's running. I set the XMP profiles. I might have to take out the extra DIMM slots. That might be the problem. But anyway, yeah, and as far as assets go, I think this is a pretty standard affair. If it is pretty light, but Sefina's whole shtick is that she wants to get a bunch of events underneath her and then play them with the Painted World. So that is the Sefina deck that we're going to be. Can open up your console, run cat protocol memory info. Okay, remind me to do that after the stream, and I can Oh yeah, I am on Windows, so yeah, we'll memory info. Oh, we got a machete. Ah, yes. I just saw that. Machete. Oh, man. I really need to get that sound clipped for Sunday. And in case you guys aren't aware, we are streaming Delta Green on Sunday, which is going to be fun. We're going to be finishing up our Ex Oblivione playthrough, which will be fun on a bun. But why don't we go ahead and get back into the actual campaign here. Okay, so, chat. We have a decision to make right from the very beginning. Ah, much appreciated. Yeah, if you can link it in Discord, I'll check it out later. Alright, so we can either take the Rogue Dream, we can take the Mystic Dream, or we can take one of the two neutral dreams. Agent Johnson? That sounds like a double entendre. The Rogue Dream is the coolest. I mean, it is from a flavor perspective. That is certainly true. What is the N of Tentacles, anyway? I don't even remember the Mystic Dream. Guess the Mystic Dream is, like, the most sensible for the start of this campaign. You, like, travel through the colored woods and yada yada yada. So I don't think Sefina has any of these traits, so Alright, so one of the neutral dreams gives us 2 resources. One gives us an additional card. Another one lets us... And then the other 2 let us search for either a rogue or a mystic asset. Well, there's no encounter deck at the beginning of the game. And we could get the rogue dream to get Lone Wolf, or 1 copy of Lone Wolf, so that could be pretty good. I could see that. 2 resources is fine, but probably not super useful, especially because we can use the Rogue Dream to accumulate more resources. So I think I'm going to take the Rogue Dream. So we're basically, we have a dream where we're playing cards, and then all of a sudden we have this weird vision in our cards, and then we wake up in the Dreamlands. All right, so let's just make sure everything's all set here. So I've got the 3 skulls that we're eventually going to have to add into the campaign. And the bag looks correct. So we're playing on standard difficulty. Our main first objective is to enter the Cavern of Flame. And we add additional doom for as long as we're at a steps location. So we'll probably add at least an additional, probably 3 doom, 3 or 4 at least. But why don't we go ahead and take a look at our map, which is pretty simple. So we're at the 70 Steps of Lighter Slumber, which is a 1 shroud, 1 clue location. It has a forced effect that says when you leave the 70 steps, you have to take a horror for each card in your hand in excess of 5. And then it has a fast action to choose and discard a card from your hand. So it's connected to the Cavern of Flame, and we are ready to rock and roll here. All right, so Sefina gets to draw a absolute ton of cards at the beginning of the game here. So we'll start with 5, another 5, and then 3 more. Whoo, mama. Okay. So we don't get a mulligan, right? We do not get a mulligan, but I'm assuming we do get to redraw our weaknesses. Okay, woo, that is quite the hand. Well, that would have been played. So we start with, whoops, 4 resources. All right. This is quite a hand. So we have Drawn to the Flame, Deny Existence, Ward of Protection, Decoy, Painted World, Premonition, Quick Thinking, another Premonition, Intel Report, Renfield, Ethereal Form. We're playing Lone Wolf because of our dream. That's the rogue asset we're going to choose to put into play. Seems good. Pay a resource, get the resource back, and continue generating resources throughout the story, so that'll be good. Alright, so as far as the 5 cards we want to put under Sefina, Ward seems like a good choice. What else? That might be useful later on. Deny Existence also seems pretty good. Let's see here. So we have Ward. I'm gonna definitely save this Uncage the Soul for whatever spell asset we end up drawing. Drawn to the Flame could be useful, but we might need this to get to the bottom of the steps. So let's do this as well. Okay. And then we have 3 more choices. So I guess one of them could be Premonition. Drawn to the Flame, War, Deny Intel. And Deny Existence. That seems pretty good. Seems like a pretty good suite of cards. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and do that. I think what I actually want to do, just so we can see them. Oh god. Alright. yeah, we can copy everything because we have Painted World in our opening hand, so that's cool. Okay, so we have 3 actions. Let's go ahead and play Renfield for 2. I don't know why Renfield would be hanging out in the Dreamlands, but, you know, that's fine. Let's see, what else? We'd gain a resource at the beginning of our turn. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use Renfield. Gain another resource. Oh yeah, good call. Put them up. You can just kind of put them over here. There. So there's our 5 cards. Let me know if you can see that, chat. Oops. Alright. So, we have 2 actions left with our turn. We need to investigate, I believe. Yeah, because we can't enter the Cavern of Flame unless we get this clue. So we're currently 1v2. Oh, man. That's going to be terrible. I'm going to tell you that right now. Rack them up to 5 doom and have 50 resources. Man, if we were playing Money Talks, that would be a pretty good strategy. Alright, so we definitely don't need any of these evasion cards right now. I guess I'll just investigate? We could Painted World, but that seems pretty bleh. I'd have to look up the lyrics for that song. Alright, well, I think I'm going to use my second action to investigate. Alright, well, fine. Alright, so we failed that. I guess what I'll do is... I kind of want to just try again. 1v2. There's no skulls. Cultists are nothing. Tablets of -2. Huh, that is kind of a funny story. Yeah, I would assume like people probably think of like TNT, Back in Black, or God, Thunderstruck. I would assume that those are the songs that people most likely think of. Alright, but we have 1 action left with our turn. Do I just play Painted World? Painted World for Intel Report? I guess I could technically do this, because there's no encounter deck. Oh yeah, Highway to Hell. I forgot about that song. Huh. Drawn to the Flame is certainly interesting in this scenario. I would assume it just says draw the top card of the encounter deck, which would be nothing, and then you discover 2 clues. Yeah, because there's a period afterwards, so after encounter deck, so I would assume you just get 2 clues for free in this scenario. Yeah. Gotcha, okay. Matt Newman was covering his bases apparently on that one. Well, then I guess what I'll do is just try to investigate again. And then if worst comes to worst, I'll just next turn Intel Report if I really have to. Alright, well let's 1v2. Alright, fine. But we failed that, so let's go ahead and refresh. There's no enemies. We'll go right into Upkeep. Gain resource, draw a card, draw an Arcane Initiate. Go to Mythos Phase, let 2 Doom. And then I guess now we kind of have to use Painted World to copy this Intel Report. We'll do that. This gets removed from the game, which we'll just put over here. All right, so I'll go ahead and grab this clue. Man, Sefina is so bad at investigating. All right, so action 1, do that. Action 2, let's move. I think Renfield can handle a hit from the Cavern of Flame. Okay, so Cavern of Flame has a forced effect that says at the end of the Mythos phase, each investigator in the Cavern of Flame takes a damage. So since we are in the Cavern of Flame, we have to immediately advance. So we lose our clues, and then we put aside the two guardians, Nost and Commenthaw, and then we have to parlay with these guys. Thankfully, we can test agility on this one and test willpower on this one, so I think we'll be okay. And then we have to add our skull to the bag, and then bada bing, a bada friggin' boom. Okay, so these two guys go there. Turn the snap off. All right, so I guess, oh, it's a 3 technically. Okay, well, we can. I think what I'm going to do is test the willpower one first. And I'm going to go ahead and commit Arcane Initiate to go to 5. 2, 3, 4, 6. We also had 7 cards in our hand. So we have to take 2 horror. Okay, so. Yeah. So 5v3. Could go 6v3. If I go 6v3. Kind of want to save this for next test. Because next test I can commit these two and then get an extra action. I remembered. I remembered. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to test 5v3 here. There we go. All right. Oops. We did the willpower one. So we did Commenthaw first. And then we add him to the victory display. He gives us a little spiel about how our brain is a very useful weapon. Okay. No, I didn't. I honestly, I didn't watch the whole thing live. I ended up eating lunch. But I did end up watching it later on. I was there for the Yithian noises. Okay, so that was our turn. So we're gonna unfortunately have Renfield take a damage. So we'll go ahead and move right into upkeep. Gain resource, draw a card. There it is. There's 6 cents. That was a good draw. All right, so Mythos Phase. We're gonna have to add a couple Doom, and then we're gonna have to take a damage on Renfield. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do first. We have 3 actions. Let's premonition. All right, -1. So we're currently passing this test natively, and we need to get a couple cards out of our hands. So let's commit decoy and commit quick thinking. That'll put us 3 up. So we'll do that. So that's first action, and then we'll gain an action back. Yeah, definitely gonna add some Doom to Renfield as well. And then we parlayed with him. Oh, he's the one that gives us the speech about the brain being our best weapon. Okay, so we did that. And then we have to immediately advance. So we lose all of our clues, which is fine. Then we put the set aside 700 steps, both of the steps in the Enchanted Path. This location, and this location. So now our objective is to get here. So we basically have to go through these locations and investigate. And then we add a skull to the bag. Okay. And that is it. Okay. So I believe it's like this, basically. We'll just turn that one around. So it basically goes like that. Okay, so we have 3 actions. Let's use an action to move. Alright, so the 700 Steps of Deeper Slumber has 2 Shroud and a single clue. Has a forced effect that says you take, when you attempt to leave this location, you take a horror for each card in excess of 3, and then it has a fast action to choose and discard 1 card from your hand. Okay, so let's action. Let's remember to gain a resource with this. And then let's use Renfield. We'll add a second Doom. Gain 2 resources. Let's go ahead and use... depending on whether or not I want to keep this for icons. That's funny. I think I can hold on to this for icons, honestly. So I think what I'm going to do is actually just play the Sixth Sense. And then let's second action investigate 2v4. Nice. Whew. All right. So we get a Elder Sign, so that's sweet. Do I want any of these cards? Not really? I don't think so. And there's no encounter deck, so these are kind of useless right now. Ward or deny? I was kind of thinking this premonition. This is DA. And we're gonna have to take a horror if we take one of those cards. So my thinking is taking premonition. I think I'm gonna take premonition. Okay, so we have 1 action left of their turn, and this clue. Okay, so what do we want to do? I'm assuming we definitely want to move. I'll have to take a horror to do so. Seems okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's do that. So last action will move. So the base of the steps has a forced effect that says after you enter the base of the steps, if you have at least 1 card in your hand, you must test willpower X, where X is the number of cards in your hand after committing cards to the skill test. If you fail, for each card in your hand, you must either take a horror or discard that card. Okay, so we'll take a horror from moving. And then that was our last action. So we currently have 4, so I think I'm going to premonition. Number of revealed enchanted wood, so that's currently a 0. Okay, so we'll just do that. We're testing 4v3 and then we'll pass. Okay, so that was our turn. So we'll move right into upkeep, gain resource, draw a card. Prophesy, that's a good card in this scenario. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and refresh here. Move right into Mythos Phase. We're at 6 Doom of 19. And we don't draw an encounter card. So, alright. Let's go ahead and Doom resource. We'll get 3 resources. 3, and then another one from Lone Wolf. Whew, that is gross. Alright, so first action, investigate. It's a 3 shroud, right? Yeah. So we're currently 3v4. I'm gonna go ahead and commit this to go to 6v3. God damn. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, fine. Well, then let's... Oh, wait, no, sorry. This says 7v3. So it was 1, 2, 3, 7. So we actually passed that test. I forgot that Renfield boosts willpower, because I'm an idiot. Nice. Okay, so I guess second action we can move. So we'll go ahead and move. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and do this, because I'm pretty sure it removes all these locations. Okay. So we have to immediately advance. So we lose all our clues, we add the skull to the bag, and then remove each step location from the game, which I did, and then randomly choose 6 of the set-aside Enchanted Woods locations and remove the other copy from the game. Shuffle all of the remaining set-aside scenario cards except for the Laboring Gug and Randolph to form the encounter deck. Okay, so this is the encounter deck. These are the Enchanted Woods. So we'll go ahead and give these a shuffle, and then we'll just throw one of these out. Alright. And we'll just kind of do... I think I'm going to actually move it up, just so it's easier to look at. Alright, so we are here, and we have one action left with our turn. I think I want to draw a card. Yeah, I think I want to go ahead and draw a card here. Okay, so that was our turn. We drew a ward. It was a pretty good draw. We're probably going to have to kill off Renfield fairly soon. Okay, so let's move into Upkeep here. Go up to 10 resources and draw a Think on Your Feet. So the reason I included this card was for that one specific location that spawns the Gug. So you can, if you happen to just run into that location, you can just whoop and then move back and not have to deal with it for the time being. So I thought that was an old big brain play of mine. So let's go ahead and move into Mythos Phase. We'll add 1 Doom, so we're currently at 10. 10 of 19, and we'll draw a Prismatic Phenomenon. Alright, so it has a Revelation effect to put it in your threat area. The first time you perform one of the following actions, draw a resource or play each round, it costs an additional action. And then after you successfully investigate, instead of discovering clues, you get rid of it. Yeah, that Gug is obnoxious. Just, like, this is the sole reason I included Think on Your Feet. So, is that annoying enough for me to want to get rid of? I think our location is, what, 2 Shroud currently? So we could spend an action investigating 2v4. That doesn't seem too bad. I think I want to save this ward for something more ridiculous. Like one of those cards that deals like 3 damage if you fail. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can manage that. So we'll deal with it. Alright, let's go ahead and move into Investigation Phase. We'll gain a resource from that. Let's add a 4th Doom. We'll go up to 15 resources. That's so dumb. Okay, let's first action investigate to get rid of this stupid thing. So we're at 2v4 here. Alright, so that's a pass. Alright, so second action, let's, I guess, go here. Alright, so we find the Fungal Forest. So it has a forced effect that says when your turn begins, if you are at this location, reveal a random token from the bag. If you reveal a bullshit symbol, you take a damage and lose an action. And it has victory 2. 5 Shroud, though. Damn. Alright, so we can... Let's see. This currently has 3 icons on it. So we could go, let's see. We're 5v5, go up to 8. And then we'd have to... we'd have to test next turn. Or pull a symbol. Pull a token from the bag. Wow, I can't talk right now. I think that's pretty reasonable. Let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to investigate. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 5. And a -1. We don't have any clues, so we should have only 1 clue. All right, nice. So that was our turn. Whoops. Let's go ahead and refresh here, as there's no enemies. Renfield's gonna have to bite the bullet fairly soon here. All right, so we'll draw a second copy of Renfield. Excellent. All right. So Mythos Phase. It's 4 Doom on Renfield. Oops, wrong camera. So we're at 12 of 19 Doom right now. And our encounter card for the turn is a Somnophobia. Revelation, test willpower 5. For each point you fail by, take a horror to a maximum of 3. And for the purposes of counting icons, intellect, combat, and agility icons count as matching icons, and willpower and wild icons count as 2 matching icons. I mean, we could just pass, or we could just test it, and then worst comes to worst, we can deny it. So I think that's the plan. So 5v5. Skull is a -3. So we'll go ahead and deny that. Thank you very much. Okay, so at the beginning of our turn, we have to reveal a random token from the bag. Whoo, yeah. All right, that's 2 Elder Signs. For anyone that's keeping track, 2 Elder Signs, 0 auto fails today. Let's first action move. Let's second action move again. Actually, before we move, I think I want to use Renfield. Not that it really matters, but let's gain 4 resources and then 1 from Lone Wolf. All right, so second action, let's, I guess, go here. Ah, the Great Stone Circle. So it's the 1 shroud, 1 clue location, and then after it's revealed, you spawn the Gug at this location. All right, so thankfully we have Think on our feet. Because this is a 5/5/2 enemy. Ugh. So grody. Good, good, good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play Think on our feet here. So when he spawns at our location, we get to move to a connecting location. So we're gonna go back into the Enchanted Path. Let's see. So these 2 locations are connected. So I'm just gonna kind of do that just to, okay. We have 1 action left with our turn. Let's... Be risky. Be risky to move because the Gug can smack us. Or rather, smack Renfield and then hit us for 2 damage. I think what I want to do is go up here, last action. Okay, so this is thankfully not connected. So we're at the Village of Zoogs. It's a 3 shroud, 1 clue location with a forced effect that says after a Zoog enemy with swarming X spawns at this location, you add an additional swarm to it. Ugh. All right, well let's go to enemy phase. This guy hunts, so he can't enter the Enchanted Path, so I guess he goes here. And then let's upkeep, resource card. There's Shriveling, okay. Alrighty, nice. So we'll refresh. Go to Mythos Phase. We're at what, 13? Yeah, 13 Doom of 19. I would assume so. That sounds right. Lost in the Woods. Surge Revelation. Each investigator at the Enchanted Woods, which we are not. Or sorry, at an Enchanted Woods location, tests willpower 3 for each investigator who fails. Must lose an action and take a horror. Oops. We are at an Enchanted Woods location. We're at the village of Zoogs. That is a blunder. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see. We're currently 3v5. We'd lose an action, which would kind of suck. But I think I can pass. Skulls are a -2 right now, so I'm pretty confident. There we go. All right, we get a 0. And then this card surges. And we get a crit chill. Okay. Well, worst comes to worst, I think we can lose this lone wolf. So we're currently 4v5. So I'm just going to go test one up. And we draw a -2, so we can get rid of this lone wolf. That's okay. Okay, so that was our Mythos phase. Let's go into investigation phase. Let's start by gaining 4 resources with Renfield. Let's... guess first action, let's play Shriveling. Let's second action, investigate? Or 3v5? Yeah, let's investigate. 3v5, second action. Skull's a -2, so we pass. And we don't want... yeah, we don't want to investigate a connecting location, so... So we will snag this bad boy right up. Got 2 clues. I think our objective is to get at least 5. So let's see. We have 1 more action with our turn. I guess we'll go ahead and enter the Enchanted Path. And then that's going to be our turn. So let's enemy phase. I'm assuming this guy just kind of keeps wandering around, right? So does he go back here? Okay, so that's enemy phase, and then we'll go right into upkeep, resource, and card. We draw a copy of Quick Thinking. Okay, we'll go ahead and refresh here. Let's Mythos phase. We're at what, 14 doom, 14 of 19, and our encounter card for the turn is the Zoog Burrow. So it's Revelation, test agility 3 for each point you fail by. Add 1 swarm to the nearest swarming Zoog enemy. If you fail and there are no such enemies in play, you search the encounter deck and discard pile for a Zoog and draw it. That seems worth warding. Seems worth it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and ward that. We'll spend one of our plethora of resources. We'll take a horror. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, so that's Mythos phase. Don't really want to deal with a bunch of Zoogs right now. Let's first action move. We'll go here, I guess. All right, and we find the Mystical Forest. So it is a 4 shroud, 1 clue location, and has an additional cost for us to leave this location. We must choose and discard a card from our hand for each clue on this location. Okay, well, I don't think that's going to matter too much because we're just going. Whoops, we're just going to second action investigate. Let's see, we're 5v4. I could commit Quick Thinking for an icon or Ethereal Form. Or both, I guess, technically, but I guess what I'll do, we'll just commit Quick Thinking. So we're currently 6. Oops. 6v4, that seems okay. So 6v4, Chaos Spec says... Damn it! Fine. Alright, well, that's kind of shite. I guess we'll go ahead and try it again. And we'll be 1 up this time. Alright, so a tablet's a -2. Wait, so we revealed a symbol. You can choose a revealed location connected to our location. And then we investigate as if we're at that location. Okay, that unfortunately does not really help us. Yeah, doesn't really help us. So it looks like this location is connected to here, here, and another unknown location. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to use 5 Shroud to investigate, so. Yeah, alright, so that's our turn. And then I guess I can use Renfield. Go up to 26 resources. This Gug's gonna go here. Go ahead and move into Upkeep. Go up to 27 resources and refresh. And draw another copy of Sixth Sense. Alright, so gotta kill off Renfield. Alright, 11, 15, Doom of 19. Oh, there we go. That's a way to kill off Renfield. So we're currently 5v5 on this. It's a test willpower 5. For each point you fail by, you take a horror to a maximum of 3. And then for the same thing as the other card, you can commit any icons for 1, and then if it's matching, it's 2 icons. So yeah, we'll just test 5v5 here. And a skull is a -2, so we would take 2 horror, which we're gonna pitch Renfield. We'll pitch Renfield and take a horror. Okay. Alright, so. Investigation phase. That Gug's gonna come at me. That does not seem pleasant. So I guess what I could do... Man, it'd be nice if we had some back control for this. I think we have enough resources and a second Renfield, so we can put a single Doom on this Renfield and at least kind of stave off the Doom. Man, I'd have to discard a card even to just leave, which I guess would be this Sixth Sense. I guess what I'll do is just play Renfield again first. Go ahead and add a Doom on him. Gain a resource back. Just so we can still have that willpower boost. Second action, is it worth trying to investigate? Currently 4v5. Skulls are a -1 currently. There's a lot of -2s in the bag. The cultists are also quite gruesome. So let's see here. I guess what I'll do is I'll move here. I think I'm gonna have the Gug go up this way. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then third action, let's guess just draw a card. Yeah, let's draw a card here. Alright, we draw a Storm of Spirits. That's some nice backup in case we draw a stupid Zoog or something. So that's our turn. So let's move into enemy phase. This guy will go up here. And then we'll go to Upkeep. Alright, so we're at 27 resources. And we draw an emergency cache. Oh, joyous day. Alright. So let's go ahead and... we're at 13 Doom now of 19. And our encounter card for the turn is another Prismatic Phenomenon. Alright, so we don't really have a way to ward that, but we can at least investigate. So I guess we're gonna do that first action. We'll Renfield and then we'll investigate 2v5. Skull's a -2, so that's a pass. We'll get rid of this. And then let's go ahead and use our second action to move here. Alright, so we find the stone trap door, which is connected to the the stone circle as well as the green location. It's connected to here as well. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and rotate these. All right, so the stone trap door has 2 shroud and a clue, and then while you're investigating this location, it gets +1 shroud for each card in your hand. Ugh, so it's currently a 2 shroud, or a 6 shroud, excuse me. Yay. Well, that is some bullshit. I think what I'm gonna do, so what we can do, I guess, is move here and then try to get this later on when we dump our hand. The Gug's gonna move back down there. That seems okay. Let's do that. So I'm gonna go there, and then enemy phase, this guy will move. And then we'll go ahead and move in right into upkeep. We'll flip. Draw a card, gain resource, we draw a second copy of Shriveling, and we'll move right into Mythos Phase here. All right, so we're at 13, 14 of 19. And we draw a Lost in the Woods. Okay, so we're gonna have to test Willpower 3 to our 5. 3v5, the skulls are a -3. And I kind of want to pitch cards into my hand so I can investigate the stone trapdoor. So I think what I'm going to do is commit this for an icon. So we'll go up to 6. 6v3, -2. All right. And then this will surge. Ooh, a Law of Ygroth. Discord. Peril hidden. Secretly add this to your hand. You cannot commit cards to skill tests with an odd number of skill icons, and you can pay an action to discard a card with an even number of total skill icons and discard this card from your hand. Okay, so currently the only card we have with that criteria is Storm of Spirits, unfortunately. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and use Renfield, go up to 30 resources, and then let's first action investigate. 1v5. That's a pass. Okay. And then... thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Kind of surprised I didn't get a... Oh, there it is. I was just gonna say. It was just a little delayed there. I saw it in chat before I actually got the notification for you. Much appreciated for the follow, Andrew Peck. Alright, so let's... Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? We have 2 actions left with our turn. The Gug's gonna come in here. So we could... also want to investigate here at some point. So let's... I guess let's go ahead and move back here. And then... last action... What are we doing? What are we doing? Let's... It says like Infinite Shroud. It's a 7 currently. Ugh. Yeah. I mean, I want this clue. Because we'd have to use the shroud of that location. Which would have been like a 6 at least at that time. Oh no. You know, clearly. clearly. All right, well, let's, we have one action left with that 10. We would have had to have discarded a card from our hand. Well, that's a flub. Let's, I guess... we can pretty safely move here, so we'll do that. Alright, so after we enter this location, we either have to take 2 horror or lose all of our remaining actions. Well, looks like we're gonna take a couple horror. Yeah. Because we don't have any actions left to lose. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. So I guess let's go ahead and move this guy here. Oh no, he was here, so he'd actually move here. So this location's actually connected. Alright, so that's that. We'll move into Upkeep. Go up to 31 resources and a card, and we draw Unexpected Courage. Okay. That is at least a card that we can discard with this. Let's move to Mythos. We're at 15, Doom of 19. And we draw a Dreamer's Curse. Alright, so another way to kill off Renfield. So we're currently 5v5, and we can't commit cards with an odd total number of skill icons. So we can't commit these 2 cards to skills. 5v5. We can afford to take damage. Let's... guess we'll just test 5v5. That seems fine. God damn it. Alright, fine. So we'll take 2, and then we'll put 1 on Renfield. That's fine. Okay, so let's move into our turn here. We're at a 3 Shroud location. Let's use Renfield to get a resource. Yeah, 3 Shroud. Let's go ahead and first action investigate 3v5. And that's what, -3? Yeah. So we could use another Shroud value, which doesn't really help, fortunately. Okay, well, it sucks. Oy vey, chat. Oy vey. We could try it again and commit Unexpected Courage. That'd put us up to a 7. No. Because it would still be a -3. So, like, we'd still fail. Because we were testing 5e3, and then we drew a skull, which was -3. So testing this location would be even worse. So we could try it again and commit Unexpected Courage. So I think I'm gonna do that. It also gets rid of a card in my hand too. So we're gonna go up to 7v3 here. Oh, we grabbed that clue already. Alright, so there's another... we're 7v3, so that's actually a pass. It wouldn't be a pass at the other location, unfortunately. Actually... So we could, whoops. So we actually could grab this clue and use this shroud value. Let's see, so it says you choose a revealed location, connected to your location you're investigating as if you were at that location, and you can use either 3 or 4. So we drew a -3, so I guess we can grab this clue. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and grab that. And then we have 1 action left with our turn, which I think is going to have to be to move. So that the Gug does not punch us. So we're going to do that. So that'll be that. And then let's go ahead and move to enemy phase where the Gug will just wander around. We'll go back there, and then we'll go ahead and move into Upkeep. 33 resources, and a second copy of Storm of Spirits. Alright, so now we can get rid of these 2 cards. And let's move into Mythos Phase. We're at 16 Doom, so we're only got a couple turns left. And we draw a Zoog! So it spawns at any connecting location and has Swarming 2 and Hunter. And it says, forced when inconspicuous Zoog is defeated, you cancel all excess damage. Ugh, these things. So we could really just spawn him at any location. So guess there's so many cards in our hand. This is really difficult to investigate. So how does Storm of Spirits interact with that? It deals 2 damage to each enemy. I would assume it kills them all at once, right? That's what I'd assume. So we only have 2 clues left. We need 5 total to advance. We have 4, right? Yeah. So we need 1 more clue. We have 3 actions. So we could... guess what we can do is we can... yeah, that's what I thought. Guess we'll Renfield for a 34th resource. And then... let's... and this is like also connected down here as well. These 2 locations are connected. So just kind of do this to represent it. Okay, well... so we could spend an action to do this. Spend an action to move. Lose an action. But it can't enter the Enchanted Path. You saying it would have gone here? Is because we were here. We were here and then we moved. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, thankfully that's why we moved here, because we can't do that. Yeah, forget about it. Yeah, forget about it. Alright, so let's do... I think I want to... Both of them have victory 2 on them. This location's like stupidly hard for us to investigate without any willpower icons. I think what I'm gonna do is first action, we'll get rid of this and discard this. So we have to discard a card with 2 icons, or an even number of icons, excuse me. We can move and then lose an action. So after we enter this location, we'll lose our 1 action remaining. All right, so let's see. Enemy phase, this guy will move. And then these will move into the Enchanted Path. Stupid zoogs. Zoogs! Alright, so that was that. That's enemy phase. Let's go ahead and refresh here. Let's draw a card. There's Intel Report. There we go. Nice. Nice. Maybe we can snag that last victory point. That'd be cool. Let's go ahead and refresh our actions. Let's go to Mythos Phase. We're at 17 Doom of 19, so we might have to kill off Renfield again. And we draw a Zoog! Oh, Jesus. Alright, so he spawns at any Enchanted Woods location, revealed. Or unrevealed if able. He has Aloof, and then Force at the start of the enemy phase. If Ancient Zoog is ready, add 1 swarm to each swarming Zoog enemy. Okay. He spawns at any Enchanted Woods location. So I guess we can put him... I guess we'll just put him here. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't have Hunter or anything like that, so... Okay, so... We're at 3v5 currently. Skulls are a -3 currently. Man, I wish we had seen a painted world or something. I guess what we'll do here is first action. So maybe I could just spend 6 resources and grab this clue. That would get rid of a card in my hand. And then it makes the skulls less shitey. That seems okay. So we'll use Renfield to get a resource. And then let's go ahead and, whoops. 6 resources. We'll use both of these. I guess we really only need to use 1. Yeah, we could do that. We could, but then the Gug would be... So we grab, let's see, if we grab this clue, could move and invade, or we could move... I totally forgot about Sefina's ability to draw her own cards. I think what I want to do, if that's the case, I guess what we can do here is we can still do that intel report. We can grab that, and it'll put us up to 5, and then we can move, and then Storm of Spirits. So that's going to be 5e2, I believe. Yeah, 5e2. Last action. Oh, that was most untimely. Oh, that was quite brutal. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that was no bueno. Do we die here? We might just die here. Well, I guess what I can do is just advance. That is unfortunate. Wow, that was a really shitty auto fail. Yeah. Because we would take 3 and 3. So Renfield would take one of the hits, and then we'd have to take the other 2. And that would be enough to defeat us. So I think we just have to advance here. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and spend our 5 clues and advance. Oops. Oops. Damn it. There we go. Alrighty. So, chat, what are we doing? Are we letting this scene play out, or are we interrupting the scarred cat and handling this for ourselves? Never interrupt a cat. If I know anything about my cat, he would probably agree. Oh no, not Panama. No. Oh god. Handle it ourselves? Oh god. Hello. Well, you just caught it a good time because I have to sing Panama, Panama, Panama. We're going off to Panama. Okay, that's all I got, chat. That's all I got. So we're handling this ourselves, so that is resolution 2. Oh god. Alright, so let's see here. Resolution 2. We hold up our hand to the new visitors, believing that we can defuse the situation on our own. Had you known these rodent-like creatures were intelligent all along, you might have tried to communicate with them much earlier. You inform them that you're just travelers in this faraway land and that you simply wish to pass through peacefully. Yeah, you walked into some silliness. That's what happened. One of the channel point rewards that chat can redeem is we're on Team Handle It ourselves. Unless all right. Resolution 1 and Resolution 2, chat. I see equal votes. Aw, wah wah. 2 for cats, 1 for zoogs. 3 for cats. Man, people really like cats. Dude, I told you I couldn't sing, man. That's definitely a Vase reward. You guys gotta tune in on Sunday when Vase hosts the stream. Sorry, number 57. It looks like the chat has spoken. So we're on Team Cat. Alright, well, so we'll go ahead and record in our campaign log that the cats collected their tribute from the zoogs. Aw, thanks for the sub, Matt. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. Sweet, delicious Prime. Alright, and then any investigator may include Randolph Carter, Expert Dreamer, and then we earn Victory X. Okay, so. Danka. Yes. Alright, so we get Randolph. Very cool. Okay, and then we earn, what do we earn for experience? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? It's not too bad. So it went pretty well. Honestly, it went pretty well, I thought. Why don't we go ahead and just take a quick chat here, and then we can take a bit of a break, and then we can go into part B here. All right, so that went pretty well, I'd say. I mean, it was pretty ridiculous that Sefina had what was it, like almost 40 resources by the end of the game. That was quite silly, and we managed to get 9 victory points, so yeah, not too bad. We probably could have tried to defeat the Gug, but I was worried because we had so many cards in our hand that the skulls were quite brutal at that point. Yeah, I've played through A side at least a couple times solo, and Dark Side of the Moon can be really brutal if you don't have the right investigators for it. So I'm just going to quickly, let's see, we get 9 experience. So, Chad, do you want to upgrade Sefina before we play part 2, or do we want to just upgrade next time? What is chat thinking? I don't think I've played Point of No Return, I think once. It's been a while. Calvin time. All right, so chat has spoken. It looks like we're going to take a bit of a 5-minute here. I need to turn the AC on for a couple minutes, cool down the room as it turns into a friggin' sauna with the PC on. Imagine that, you have a 60 degrees Celsius fan just blowing hot air into your room. Okay, so what we'll do, chat, is we'll take a bit of a 5-minute break, and I just want to quickly make sure that we have the Randolph Carter in our deck here. Character campaign. It's weird, you can't just add it into there, so we'll just have to do it. What is it, Expert Dreamer? Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and save this for now, and then let's take a 5-minute break. I'll be back. We'll catch up, and then we'll play B-side. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.